Hello and welcome to a WWE 2K17 match simulation from the No Mercy pay-per-view that's coming up tomorrow. I am joined, as always, by my my special guest color commentator Emir from Raw Wrestling Talk podcast.
Yes. How's it going, everybody?
You have to excuse me messing up, guys. It's early here. It's late for him. We're both going to be on top form. We are about to witness the just announced last week on Raw, but I think we probably could have predicted it might have been going to happen. Jason Jordan versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Jason Jordan, of course, winning a six-pack challenge, which was supposed to be a fatal four-way, but he wanted more opponents. He wanted The Miz to barge in. And now here he is, getting a shot at the title.
Yeah, man. It's one of those weird things where Jason Jordan, I am a huge Jason Jordan fan. I don't know that a lot of people that I know are. I think a lot of people kind of feel like he's getting too much too fast. But I'm telling you, when I watch him in the ring, especially the last 2 weeks, his match with Cena and then his match with Reigns were, for me, easily the best matches on the card that night.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And part of what I feel people are missing out on, I feel like because everyone's on the internet and everyone's really smart, sometimes they're not aware of when they're being worked. And I think the point is he's getting too much too soon. I think that's going to end up being the point. Getting these big matches with Cena and Reigns and then losing both of them and then getting a number one contenders match for the IC title and stuff like that. I feel like it's deliberate. I feel like it's a slow burn, and I'm having a lot of faith in WWE because every so often they do something incredibly right and also incredibly slowly. Remember CM Punk's heel turn that started when he hit The Rock and he actually only turned on the fans about 3 months later or something? It was done beautifully where he was arguing for the fact that he was not a heel for months and he was just slowly but surely getting more and more bad guy. And I feel like they're doing something similar with Jordan where they're very slowly building up this thing of why is he getting all these opportunities? And only The Miz has mentioned it so far, but eventually I feel like maybe more and more people will be a bit annoyed about it and it'll become more of a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for people to go like, why are they giving Jason Jordan so much? It's ridiculous. And then you think to yourself, like, at what point does it hit somebody's brain? Like, his storyline father is the general manager. He should be getting all the opportunities just by like, hey, do me a solid, Dad. Give me this match that I want. Like that's supposed to make you hate him. That's supposed to create some controversy. Hey, how do you not see this?
Yeah, and you know what I absolutely hate, and I'm going to call out a lot of people on the internet for this because this is the internet wrestling community as a whole. This right. Why can't WWE create new stars? I want new stars. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar and John Cena dominating. Blah, 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 blah. So they make Jinder Mahal world champion and everyone goes, well, no, not him. We wanted someone who can really work in the ring and who's really credible in the ring. Alright, here's a mega push for Jason Jordan. Well, no, they're pushing him too hard. No one is ever happy. It's like, at the moment, it's like they're listening to the WWE fans and the fans just keep changing their mind about what they want. Like, it's crazy how much of what the fans were probably asking for at the start of the year they've got this year and they're not happy. Oh, Reigns is always winning. Okay, here's 6 or 7 pay-per-view losses in a row. Yeah, but no, he's still winning too much. No, he's not. He's not winning at all. The fans will just never be happy. I'm starting to feel like, this is why they don't appeal to the internet fans, why they appeal to the casual fans, because the internet fans are never happy anyway.
Yeah, and to give you an idea of where my wrestling IQ is, and you know this to be fact because over on the Raw Wrestling Talk, RWT page on Facebook, little plug there, I am regularly advocating for and cheering for, even if I'm the only one, Jinder Mahal against much criticism and Jason Jordan against much criticism, and I really don't care.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't see why everyone's offended by these two new up-and-coming guys being given a chance. I mean, okay, Jinder Mahal's not strictly speaking new, but he's new to the idea of winning matches. So he's new to having a storyline, not just being a jobber or a member of 3MB. Or both, as the case was. It's one of those. I've had many heated discussions, shall we say, with various members of that community, and people just don't realise that it's not all that bad. You know, it's all going pretty well at the moment. I think 2017 has been one of the better years since the end of the Ruthless Aggression era. Personally, I think it's been quite a good year. I've thoroughly enjoyed this year. I've enjoyed most events that I've watched. It's not all been good. It's not all going to be good when they have nearly 20 pay-per-views a year. It's not all going to be, you know, but...
Speaking of things not being all good, I would say that things are not all good for Jason Jordan in the ring right now, as The Miz has kind of beat him down, and as he heads to the top rope, if you'll notice there on the right-hand side, one of the members of the Miztourage has slid a chair in.
Yeah, and they could make a big difference if they go ahead and distract the ref, and Miz gets to use that chair. Oh no, the ref's on it. The ref's on it. He's clearly not the referee from the Miz versus Kevin Owens. Not Miz, the AJ Styles Kevin Owens series of matches. He's clearly a better referee. He can see what's going on.
that capture suplex. Also, another thing that I feel is worth noting. The reason why it's a little confusing right now about who's on the outside is that you're telling me it's the Miztourage, but clearly their shirts say Social Outcast.
Well, I mean, they still kind of qualify as Social Outcast because, I mean, you could questionably say the Miz might vaguely like them because they occasionally help him win matches, but, you know, does anyone really like them in their current incarnation? You know, so they're still Social Outcasts. They might be the Miztourage, but they're also Social Outcasts.
I thought it was kind of sad on Monday Night Raw when they were trying to put themselves over, and Bo was like, yeah, man, before I was with you, I did a lot of good things, including being an NXT champion and blah, 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 blah. And Curtis Axel was just like, yeah, my dad was famous.
By the way, can I just point out, that was Jason Jordan's signature move, a spear in the corner followed by a belly-to-belly. And Bo Dallas was on the apron, and the referee didn't count. So if Miz retains, there's an asterisk. And, wow, here comes the skull crushing. No, Jason Jordan reversing the skull crushing finale. This is
nice
interesting.
reversal. By the way, I like when the guys on the outside interfere so much that the referee finally goes, all right,
get out.
I'm throwing back to the back.
Yeah, I like that. And it's not always consistent. Nice suplex again from Jason Jordan. He's so good in ring. But it's not always consistent. Sometimes when one of them gets involved, they both get ejected. And sometimes only one of them gets ejected. I like the sort of slight element of randomness to it. I enjoy that.
Jason Jordan actually arguing with Bo Dallas instead of focusing on the Miz. If he does that in real life this Sunday, he's not going to walk away with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, and you can put that down to a lack of experience, and that could be what gives Miz the win. You know, is just more experience and being able to utilize the Miztourage, whereas Jason Jordan doesn't know how to combat Miz having the Miztourage. You know, he's not that experienced. You wouldn't give the Miz as much of an edge over a John Cena with the Miztourage being there. Yes, they could still be a factor, but you'd expect John Cena to deal with it better because he's been around a lot longer.
Also, to be honest, I mean, the Miz could have a lumberjack match against John Cena where all the lumberjacks were there against John Cena. And I would still be like, you don't have enough guys on the outside. You're going to beat them all up. You know what I mean? Like,
I definitely would have been of that opinion a few years ago. I would have been like, what, you only brought 30 guys against Cena? Nuh-uh. Like,
30? You brought the entire Royal Rumble? That's not enough.
That's not going to be enough. Don't be silly. Miz gets... Was that a near fall or a one count? I wasn't keeping count.
It was about one count, but Miz looks like he's hit a couple of taunts, man. Maybe he's got a finisher coming up here.
Yeah, overall, I'd say the Miz has pretty much been in control of this match. Oh, that was a nice variant on a sort of swinging net breaker into a reverse DDT. That was interesting.
With Jason Jordan right back on it with the reversal.
Yeah, and he's waking up the Miz. Could this be an attempt at whatever his finisher is? The angle slam. How appropriate. I did not change that on this game. That's his finisher on the game. And Bo Dallas again. Oh my God.
Look at the referee. The referee's cheating. The referee's pulling off the turnbuckle.
I think the referee's trying to make sure it's attached because Bo Dallas was messing with it. But maybe maybe the referee's the newest member of the Miztourage. Maybe Miz is going to get him some stuff for his hair like Curtis Axel or a nice new jacket like Bo Dallas or something, and that's it, he's in.
or he's promised them a part in the next Miz movie.
Yeah, what, the Marine 17?
Yeah. How many more Marine movies can we make?
1, 2. Oh, Jason Jordan showing some toughness. I believe that's Miz's signature, so definitely showing off some toughness. We do on this game see signatures finish matches sometimes, so that can definitely happen. So well done for Jason Jordan kicking out. By the way, Jason Jordan's attire and Chad Gable's on this game, but we're not looking at him at the moment because we're on Raw. Has the thing that a lot of people seem to have at the moment, which is, why do people have this obsession with asymmetrical knee pads? He's got a plain knee pad and a pattern knee pad, and Finn Balor on the game has one with with fins all over it and a blank one. And I'm like, oh, figure 4 from Miz. I'm just like, what's the big deal with that? I don't get why that is the trend.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, speaking of that figure 4, is he tapping out?
Oh, he just tapped! Oh my god.
No way.
Okay, let's forget his knee pads because they're not doing the job. They did not protect his knees. Miz just retained. But with a big, big asterisk, because that is twice that Jason Jordan has had Miz down for a pin and Bo Dallas got involved. Curtis Axel, by the way, clearly still feeling it from not having much to say in his promo and only having his father's legacy to go off. He didn't help at all. He was not involved.
That was crazy. What a crazy finish. I feel like Miz doesn't even use that move in his arsenal anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I saw it on the game a while ago. I was like, when was the last time Miz actually put on a figure 4? But yeah, so the game thinks Miz is going to win. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment letting us know who you think is going to win as well, so we can see who was right, who was wrong, and who's really good at these predictions. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. We will have an official predictions video up tomorrow, a separate video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And make sure you share with your friends if they enjoy this kind of content. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza. You've been amazing. He's been Amir.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
And we will see you tomorrow for the predictions.